I told you folks, you send in a 2, I'm going to be taking a look at it. Today we're taking a look at another Mythic +2 that goes so wrong it's hard to understand. Like, it's actually legitimately looking like a key that's like dozens of levels higher based on just, if you just watch the healing bars, you'll be like staggered by how much damage these people are taking in this key. So we've assembled our ace crack team. Here it comes. We have a Blood Death Knight who has mostly gear on from last expansion. I would genuinely like to understand why he has a 518 cloak on. Like, what is that? What item has a 518 item level? Can somebody explain that to me? Got a bunch of 606 blues on, like 2 rings. Okay, this is the tank. All right, at least he's got a 652 weapon. He's doing something. The person who submitted this says he is 621 average equipped. I think really it's that cloak dragging him down substantially. Funny part is they're all ready to go. We have our group here talking about summoning. I mean, I guess you got 2 warlocks. One of them is named Low Key as well. We really have a great group here. We have a guy named Big Farta. That's not his actual name, I guess. As you see it right below it, it says Potomkin doing big work to summon. I love the guy says, I'm getting near. Oh, great. Perfect. Hard to get to these dungeons. Tank's like AFK at this point too. They were talking to him like, hey, when do you want a bloodlust? Blah, blah, blah. It's been like 5 minutes now, just totally AFK. They're asking him more questions. He's in the dungeon now, but yeah, okay. Finally gonna return ready for a ready check. He says, sorry, I was cleaning my bags. Oh, that takes a really long time for some people. So we're gonna lust on the first pull, of course. Yep. All right, here we go. I think you guys already know what's about to happen. We've now featured this 3 times on this channel. This will be the 3rd time we have featured this exact same problem. Always a little different. It never really goes the exact same way, but you already know what's about to happen. We are going to, for some reason, try to fight this area here too close to the patrol. I mean, I don't know. Maybe people are getting away with it. Maybe if you have like enough DPS, you can kill all this stuff on a 2 quick enough that this doesn't become a problem. But it's actually crazy how this continues to happen. Every low-key priory somebody sends me, this exact same wipe occurs. It's like you might as well start this dungeon with 5 deaths and some time off. But anyway, watch the damage the tank is taking. You can see the healing on the right as well. Tank is just really not ready for this key, and which is crazy because it's a 2. No affixes at all, and then you see the Pat comes and aggro's in again here. Really watch his health bar. It looks like he's doing like a 30. Like, I don't know how you take this much damage as an actual tank. The patrol is just going to actually walk into them. To my knowledge, there's not even anybody over there. It just walks right into them and aggro's Big Farta. And we are going to have, of course, we are going to have a full wipe to this. Bloodlust lost, 5 deaths. Now, they're not going to drag it back. I think mostly because of the way it goes, just being like a full wipe. But of course, we have this cold ass line. Can't stand there. All right. Well, where the fuck did you think they're going to stand? Like, I honestly genuinely have to hear an answer to that from somebody. When you're tanking the pack like this, right next to the patrol route, like, I don't know where you want them to stand. Like, there isn't anywhere else to stand. I mean, I'd love to see somebody actually do this on a low key and it not pull the pat, and then maybe I'll understand. But yeah, so now we're just going to fight 3 footmen. This is a tough one here. We're going to get these guys down. Pull 2, just the knight. No big deal. We're going to pull in this stuff in the middle here. There's the patrol. I mean, you see it walking, right? It's coming closer. Anyone take a bet on if it aggroes? I think you're going to bet correctly here. You see him kind of like backpedaling, trying to move back here. It's just enough, but nope, no. They're just going to walk into us again. This time, I guess he's aware of it because he just grips, of course, grips the footman instead of the sharpshooter. I guess it's just probably inexperience at this point, but like, I've seen this so often and it's crazy because to me, if you have this happen once, you'll immediately know, okay, this doesn't work. We have to pull both sides of the patrol, or we have to do something way different. Just at a loss for words at how many times we've seen this exact same thing. Luckily, it doesn't cause a wipe this time. So we're now 4 minutes into the dungeon before we actually pull the mini boss. That's pretty nuts. So we are going to grab the mini boss here. Now, this guy is kind of tough. He's actually hard to survive, and you're going to see this tank who's wearing gear from Mr. Pandaria or something. He's not going to survive 4 enemies. That's pretty crazy. I think it's also crazy how long it takes to initiate this, by the way. Like, watch this. 29:03 at this point, okay? Here comes. He's just going to stand here. I mean, we're just straight up standing still for like, I mean, this has got to be at least 15, 20 seconds, maybe more like 30 seconds. Just maybe he's looking at those like benches or whatever that is there, because that's kind of cool. Like, cool little architecture here. He's ready to go. We got like no CDs up, by the way. We used every CD in the last pack, so that's fair enough. Slappy Hands is up, but we know that's not saving anybody, so that guy's down. Down like the Titanic. On a pack of 4 mobs, the mini boss just probably slapped him into oblivion. Now we're doing it, of course. Now we're doing it. Dragging the mini boss all the way back. Captain Suleiman, he's just auto-attacking people. We basically have like a platoon of enemies. We have 2 mobs on the right and 2 mobs like 100 yards to the left. Watch him he just gets shield slammed all the way back there. The mobs are finally funneling in here, but we've basically, yeah, it's almost like 2 different groups of trash are being fought at the same time here now because of this. Warlock getting absolutely dusted there. How is he alive? Look at the damage. This is what I'm talking about. This is when people talk about healing being hard. They're talking about this. The guy's doing 1 million HPS on a pack of 4 enemies. When you say healing is really hard in Pug Keys, this is the example. So the Suleiman is down. All right, here we go. It's time to get on our mount, I think, but no, we're just gonna walk to get the other mini boss. And it's not done yet. We're not done in this area. He's just gonna walk all the way up here, and we're just gonna, I guess, just gonna wait for the pat. I mean, not a bad idea. We gotta fight it. So here it comes. Doesn't seem to do anything to it. Just kind of maybe taunts it, but it's gonna run away, and it's back. It's back. Don't worry about it. But look at the health pool, just getting absolutely annihilated. You think blood DK is high danger in higher keys. This is what an undergeared Blood Death Knight looks like. It's actually fun to play. I like it. As an experienced Blood Death Knight, I really, really, really like it. But yeah, I would imagine a lot of people are turned off heavily by this. Okay, now this is one of my favorite parts. Watch this. So we're gonna go ahead and go up the right side. Some people are trying to go up the right side. The tank's like, no, 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 that's not right. We're going to the left side. So here we are on the left side. Okay, you guys have probably seen this a million times too. We're gonna sit here and wait for the patrol, which is the right choice. I like this. I think this is the right choice to do. Probably not on a 2. You don't need to do it. But this Warlock's got happy feet. He doesn't give a fuck. He's wondering what's going on. He's gonna type like 6 question marks. We're gonna try to like navigate this little brazier. Oh my god, this is so sketchy, dude. How do they make it by? Look at this. So sketchy. How do they make it by? That is really sketchy. We are gonna then take this pack. I've never seen this before either. Very interesting, very conservative. 4 footmen and a sharpshooter, but we are gonna line of sight them around this corner, which is very interesting. Next up, we're just gonna fight the mini boss like alone here, I guess. I mean, these guys are hard as hell, to be honest. These mobs hit so hard. Look at the tanks. Look at the tank's health. Oh my god, he's getting spanked here. They die real fast, and I guess you would think like, all right, well, we're done with the easy trash, so maybe we should keep pulling here. So he is actually going to pull the light spawn packs into the mini boss, especially with 2 of them down here. This is like a little bit of a trap, I would say. We have a lot of casting going on here, and we have a lot of unavoidable damage coming out from this light spawn. And we've seen people wipe to this even on a 2 in the other hallway. In the other area, we actually have plenty of room and all this stuff, but you see this purification beam just annihilating that shaman. And then I love that we chain that light spawn into the next one. If you guys aren't aware, the light spawn, when they get low, they try to heal everything around them. So you got to be ready to move them. You might have noticed something that's gone on while we're fighting all of this. Yeah, I guess he just forgot that the mini boss is going to come over here. The mini boss is like come to like check on the other mini boss that you killed. So that fire guy is just going to like show up here. He's already casting on people. Trevor Dual Mall, I don't know what this guy's name is, but yeah, we're going to fight him. And I guess like the tank's just like not even aware that he's there. He's just like sitting there free casting on people. Low key, that guy's going down like the Titanic again as well. We're not done with the chaos. Like this is not enough chaos for us. So we're fighting Dual Mall again here, and he's actually going to go ahead and aggro even more trash. This is very interesting to me because it makes me think that the guy knows what he's trying to do. He's just like on a character that he's just not ready to do it on. He's making movements that make me think he has a plan, and that's a good thing. In a 2, you would expect that to not be the case in a 2. Usually the other way around. Stuff like this makes you question though. Like watch, he's going to tank this patrol in the middle of 2 packs. I have no idea how that pack with the war lynxes on the right don't aggro. I'm actually shocked. And then we have another pack to the left. The guy's kind of posturing to the left side. Priest is actually going to take the time to mind suit that pack. That's a really good strategy here because I'm really shocked that neither aggro here. Okay, so this is some of the hardest trash in the whole instance, and you know, we already got this tank who's just like really undergeared walking into this. Just gonna open with D&D and watch. He's just gonna walk through them. Like he just gets hit in the back by 4 enemies there. Okay, cool. No, we're gonna grab the neophytes now. These are hard. These guys hit so hard, and you got to be ready for this. This guy's not ready for it, but he is gonna actually survive it. Now what we have is the 2 packs on both sides of the room. We're gonna grip both of those together. It's pretty cool, pretty swaggy player. Let them funnel right into the middle here. And again, tank is getting absolutely beaten. Watch the swag strats, by the way. Just kind of standing here for a few seconds. Maybe he's just got to take a deep breath before he gets annihilated. But he is going to go ahead and grip both the priests, which, like I said, that's pretty swaggy, man. I like that play in between that and that. I mean, we have rune weapon up, by the way. We can see rune weapon being up. That would definitely save you here, I think. But we're just not going to use rune weapon. So we're going to go and try to get the buff again. This is kind of funny. I don't know, like what's going on here. It's like he's trying to click it. It's like not working. I guess you have to be like really, 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 really close to it. But he's eventually going to get it. And then while we're down here fiddling with his buff, one of these warlocks, I think, actually aggro the pack. Yeah, I don't know how you guys feel about this stuff. Like this is a very fine skip. This is not a hard skip. This is not difficult, but it's just something about impatience, I think, in the lower keys. It's probably not a good skip quick just because of impatience. You know what I mean? Like, especially as a Blood Death Knight, when you can grip the sharpshooters away anyway, yeah, might as well just fight this stuff, I think. Add it to the route. So we kill it. Like, obviously no issues here. It's just 3 enemies. Right now we're going to go on to the next pack, right? Remember how we did this, right? He was trying to thread the needle, fighting neither of the side packs. And this time, it's really actually shocking that this happens, because somehow we fought enemies next to it. And this time we are now riding past it. The guy has no idea it's aggroed. Look at this. Absolutely clueless. He's going to do the exact same thing they just got absolutely punked on before. Still not using Rude Weapon, by the way, but he does use some other stuff. He's going to actually live the opening, but now the stuff that we aggroed is here. Craziness. I mean, this is what I'm saying when people are talking about twos. Watch the health pools, dude. Look at these fucking health pools. This is absurd. This is just ridiculous damage. Look at that guy just get destroyed. Look at the health bar. You know, this is unfortunate because you rode past the pack, didn't see it aggroed. He got up there really, really quick. And then the fucking response from the Warlock. I mean, I don't know who actually aggroes it. We're going to take another look at it. The Warlock says, quit pulling 2 groups. Like, super clueless. Obviously, at this key level, this is like the hallmark of the failure. We're going to see a bunch of people ride through, and I think it's going to be the last guy who gets through here. It's the guy on the disc mount. Yeah, okay. So that's where we can tell that is that low-key player. Everybody else makes it through. AIDS is up here. These packs has not aggroed yet, so is it going to be the other Warlock? Low-key literally just rides right through it. I mean, I see why that guy chose that name, because he's going to be stuck in twos for a while with that awareness. That's pretty crazy. But yeah, the tank just totally unaware that that's happened. I don't know. I guess it depends on the UI, but I feel like you would notice that. At least he survives it, though. I mean, it's the same pack that just absolutely destroyed him before. I am just absolutely floored, though, by like looking at the look at that. I mean, the amount of healing that is required in this pack. Tank doing 1.5 million, healer doing 1.5 million. Absolute insanity on a 2. And then that guy's like, his health is like going up and down so bad. I honestly think like the game is about to crash. That's so crazy. So yeah, you're seeing it more and more. I mean, I think tanks are a real problem this season. Unfortunately, we're talking about this in a video. You know, would you gamble on a tank? Like, is there a lot of tanks out there in lower keys? Somebody said that there is a lot of tanks that are playing in lower keys now, and it's not as bad as it was in season 1. People are thankful for that, but like then we see footage like this, man. Like, I don't know, dude. This guy's got a fucking 500 item level item on. Do you actually want that player in your key? I don't know. I think it might be better to wait. I don't know. You guys tell me, but I told you, if you send me a 2, I will view it. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Unknown, for sending me in his first submission. He says, I've been a big fan of the channel for a while, and I've never recorded any of my keys until I started watching your channel in season 2. I would love if you covered this, but I understand if the content isn't there. Oh, it's there, brother. It's a 2. Hopefully you guys are all out there recording your runs, man. Once you get used to it, once you press that record button a few times, it's becoming second nature. You'll do it every time without even realizing you're doing it, and then we can see some crazy shit. So thank you guys for thinking of the channel. I really appreciate it. We'll be back with streaming this week, and then yeah, more hilarity next week. Thank you for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.